Thanks, Brandon. 8:16 here. We're watching for a few pop-up storms the next couple of days. It's once we get into this weekend, our rain chances become a maybe bigger concern. Saturday looks dry. Sunday a chance, and Monday, if we are going to see widespread heavy rain, that would be around the time frame. Now, this doesn't have anything to do with Invest 90. This is a new feature that's been tagged off the west coast of Florida. A tremendous amount of rain is going to be moving through Florida, a high flood risk, and it does have a chance of becoming a depression once it moves back out over water by the end of this week or this weekend. So a 20% chance that Invest 90 becomes a depression here later on. For us, we're going to be watching our next plume of moisture develop down here in the Caribbean region. You can see there right now that all that moisture is confined to parts of South Florida over Cuba. But once we get into the upcoming weekend, that moisture starts to lift up to the north. The big question is, where does this moisture go, and really how much does it try to consolidate? Chances of this blowing up into like a name storm seem very, very unlikely, but just a reminder, you don't have to have a name storm to have some pretty big impacts, especially with some rain. So this is going to be a big rainmaker for someone on the northern Gulf Coast. Once again, the big question is, where does it go? Texas, Louisiana, or Mississippi, Alabama? Models all over the place, to be expected, but this shows you what the atmosphere is going to be capable of early next week. You can see this is the GFS American model. It gets us with a lot of rain, some places over 10 to 12 inches with this one specific model. But let's look at another scenario. There's a chance that this moisture passes mainly to our south and heads to Florida, or to Texas rather. That would keep the heaviest of the rain away from us. So we're trying to iron out all these details right now on which one's the most likely scenario. So anywhere from Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama need to follow this closely. Once again, not expecting a big wind event from this, from like a named storm, but certainly some heavy rain potential as we get into early next week, starting later Sunday and more so into Monday or even Tuesday of next week. So we have several days of dry and hot weather. We'll be in the mid-90s Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We're keeping an eye on that forecast Sunday and into Monday of next week. Our marine forecast, a few storms today and tomorrow, but winds will be generally light at 5 to 10 out of the northeast. We're going to be watching high tide happen later on this afternoon, and low tide happened earlier this morning.